Okay. Yeah. Let's play some background music. My mic is fine. Okay, I'm not even sure if I'm live, so I'm just checking if I am live. Okay, Facebook says I'm live. Hi guys. So the last time I tried to do this tutorial, it went crazy because my laptop was not functioning well, and yeah, maybe my mind was also somewhere else. So I'm back, and I think we are ready for this tutorial. So yeah, and oh, before that, let me show you something that a friend of mine did. No, not this, not this. Check this out. Check this out. I think I need to find a song to put on this thing. Uh, it was done by Nico. Beautiful, ne? So I think now when when I do my live videos, I must start with this thing, ne? Because I think it's very nice. All right. So what we're covering today is we doing basics of photography, right? So I think it's very important uh, for us professional enthusiasts, picture taking, picture taking people or taking, yeah, something like that, or cameraman, or as long as you've got a camera or you've got a phone with the camera, I think it's always best if you know the basics in terms of why or is your picture good, why is your picture bad, and things like that. So what let me take you to my history. So when I started uh, in photography, ne, let me show you what I thought photography was about. So I thought photography was about this. We see we've got, I thought it's all about expensive cameras and Photoshop. So if you've got an expensive camera, like these ones here, you see this one is gold. I wonder how much it costs. 500,000 US dollars. And I thought that whatever picture you take, as long as you've got Photoshop, you see here I did some color selection. If you check on this picture, it's not even in focus. It's just a picture that I took, and I thought, hey, I've got Photoshop. I can Photoshop the picture to make it look nice. Only to realize later on that not really. It's not about an expensive camera. It's not about Photoshop. It's literally about understanding what you're trying to achieve. So, which means like literally, photography is all about this. See, I'm dark. I'm back again. I'm dark. I'm back again. So basically, photography is all about lighting. In terms of where you position your lighting, you see, if I move my light right now, my light is good. If I move my lights right now, you can see that the lighting on my face is changing. And if I move it back again to where it was, as you can see that the lighting on my face is also changing. Now I have an assistant in studio, huh? Lockdown things, how nice is that? So thanks. So if you can see that the lighting, if I move it to other places or if I move it away from my face or to a different direction, it changes. So literally, it's about how you position your light. If you're using lights like me, I'm a strobist. Strobist is someone that literally likes to shoot with lights, everything, you know. So and we've got different types of lights. The one that I'm using here, it's a Godox light. It's literally plain. This one is mainly for video. It's an SLB. I'm not good with these numbers, but it's a Godox light. and we've got, these are called artificial lights, and we've got natural light, which is your sun or your moon at night or your stars. And so it's about that. That is the first thing that one has to understand before you even take a picture. Because if I don't understand lighting, what am I going to do here? Because it's very dark. So I must understand how lighting works first before I even click the shutter. All right. Then what the other thing is, let me show you an example, or how can I do? A great example of how important lighting is. So this is a maybe let me make it full screen. Let me click play. Yeah, there we go. So this picture, I was literally focusing on the sky. We'll talk about focusing later on. So just there's this word or term called focus. So here I was focusing on the sky, and my couple here, it was a wedding, and my couple here, I didn't use light at all. That's why you've got the silhouette and things like that. But when I add the light, you see that's how important it is. So this is the picture with the light, whereby I put the light on the subject. Yeah, sometimes we call humans subjects. I don't know why photographers do that, but this is a couple. Ne? So this is with the light. If you can check, if I go to the previous photo, check the sky. It's literally not changing that much. I'll probably change it on this one because of obviously editing, and I don't like the lines that you see there of the fence or the electric poles and stuff. So this is a picture with the light off, and then when I add the light. So you see how important lighting is. With this picture, it doesn't matter what settings or camera that you are using. You just need to know how to expose properly, and then take a picture. My thumb rule when I'm shooting pictures outside, I firstly adjust for the light that I cannot. I adjust my camera settings to the light that I cannot adjust. So I cannot adjust the light of the sun. So it's better I adjust my camera settings to that light, and then if I need to add more light, and then like on this one, I adjusted for the sky first because I cannot control the sky, and then after that I add my light. I think it was on full power here in order to get that picture. And then some of the shots we take, like this one here, some of the shots I take them using natural light. There was no lighting here. It was just a perfect timing. So you can see there's literally no lighting. There's even no shadows at the bottom here. I think it was, I don't remember this day proper. But I literally was sitting with family and then saw this boy with the wheelbarrow and then just jumped, took a picture. And then fortunately the dog looked at me as well, like, hey, that's a perfect shot. It's one of my favorite photos, but it was taken with natural light. So you don't need strobe. Sometimes natural light works, but it depends on at what time or how the weather is like before you go shooting natural light. Going outdoor at 12 o'clock while the sun is up in the sky, trying to take nice pictures with natural light, disaster. Disaster because it's too harsh. You cannot do much. But if you go in the afternoon when the sun is setting, that's why most photographers will tell you about the golden hour, because that's the perfect time to take best shots with natural light. And then the other thing, that's literally about light. That's one. Right. Before that, we haven't touched cameras as yet. Ne? The camera settings, we'll come to those one. And then the other thing that is very important is composition, in terms of how, or we can call it maybe composition and scenery. Maybe they go hand in hand. What are you trying to show in your picture? What motivates you to take that picture? What is it that you see? What is it that you see in the environment that you're in which makes you want to take that picture? How best can you portray it? We've covered the light. Let me show you one example of composition. Like in this shot. In this shot, I've got scenery. I've got my model. She was facing towards the light. And then I think I used two lights here. One light was lighting the water at the back, and then one light was lighting here. And then you see maybe I need to show this with my hands. You see where she is. You see like the leading lines like this that are leading towards her, which are the rocks. If you check properly here, maybe I should have taken this thing and put it somewhere closer so I can click properly. But those are the rocks that I'm referring. Maybe if I exit full screen, so these are the rocks these rocks. Even if you start looking at the picture from here, it goes here and then it's like this. So eventually you get stuck in here. And then also there are rule of thirds, which are the lines that normally they go like this in the picture, and then other one like this, and then they go like this, which are those lines are called rule of thirds. But that's the composition, and which is very important as well when you take a picture. You don't just put people in the middle of the photo and there's big trees and things like that. You need to try, because your eye most of the time does not look directly into the middle of the picture. It just passes there. It looks at certain parts of the picture. So you need to understand. It's called the rule of thirds. You can Google it. It's fine. It's called the rule of thirds, and then you can use those rule of thirds to properly compose your picture nicely and adhere to the photography rules. You know, some people will say, "No, I don't follow photography rules." Hey, come on, chill. Before you break any rule, you need to know how it works, and then you need to follow it. And once you follow it, only then you can break it. Because if you don't understand the photography rules, then what are you breaking? Because you don't understand anything. So you need to understand the basic rules, like the composition rules, in terms of how a picture should be framed in a picture. If you notice now, if you check a lot of photographers, you'll hardly find a model in the middle of the picture, especially if it's outdoor. You'll find them a little bit on the side, and then there's some negative space there, like an empty space, and then the model will look into that empty space. Like, check this picture, my picture, this one. So you see, this is what I'm referring to as the negative space, and the model is looking to that space. So it's a composition. A picture has to tell. There has to be something that when you look at the picture, you stop and say, "Hey, wait, why is this picture nice?" That's composition. The other one is in terms of the story. Are you telling a story, or are you just taking? Let me show you two different pictures that have got two different things. Looks like this. Let me play again. So this looks like it's literally they're sitting in the same place. I've put them in the middle. I broke the rules. How nice is that? And I know the rules. That's why I broke them. But why did I break the rules? It's because I wanted to put this branch on this bigger picture that you see now. I wanted to show this branch, that they're sitting in the park under the tree, and then it's a big park. But when you look at the smaller picture, they're sitting at the park, but it doesn't show much of the environment. It just shows them together. But the bigger picture shows the environment. So also that's how you take a picture. Nothing with all the things I've been saying. They've got nothing to do with camera settings. It's just understanding how a picture how a picture comes about, in terms of why is someone taking a picture like this? Why are they not taking a picture like this? So that is basically photography rules. Now we're talking these things, settings. Nah? So there's three main settings in a camera which are very important. It's the shutter speed, it's aperture, and the ISO. Right. So these three settings. A shutter speed is literally the speed, how fast a camera is in order for you to take that picture. If using a slow shutter speed, your pictures might look blurry. If you're shooting water, the water will look like it's like a carpet, a nice cloud, like a bit of a cloud, nice moving. You can literally see a movement. If you're using a slow shutter speed at night, That's where you see the car lights like looking like a trail and things like that. That's the shutter speed. So what does it do? It calculates how fast a shutter is going to open and close in the camera. If using a slow shutter speed, it would like, nah, that's a slow shutter speed. If using a fast shutter speed, it's gonna go very fast. That means it allows less. If using a faster one, it allows less light to come into the picture, right? And then that's literally about the shutter speed, something that you can play around with. And then it's best to use faster shutter speed also to control the light, but most of the time people use it for sports. And if you want to stop a car from speeding, using in a photo, you just use a fast shutter speed to grab that. And then with the aperture, I think I want to demonstrate this one. That's why okay, aperture, we're going to demonstrate it, nah? Let me show you. So a camera focuses in lines, nah? I need something to draw. So no, this is not a straight line. Someone help me draw a straight line. Assuming this is a straight line. No, it's not. Okay, so no, it's not a straight line. Anyway, maybe this can help me draw a straight line. No? Yes. So an aperture deals with maybe focusing. So like an f1.8 will focus mainly on this line. So anything that is here or anything that is here, if you're using aperture like 1.8, it's not going to be in focus. I'm going to show you a good example now. And then if you increase the aperture to, let's say, 2.8, and then anything that is within this block here is going to be in focus. If you if you increase it to like f22, aperture f22 can mean that anything within this block and probably somewhere here is going to be in focus. So at f22, everything that you see here is going to be in focus. Ne? That is how aperture works. To better explain it, let me go on to, okay, maybe before. Let me go and show you how aperture works in terms of when you're taking a picture. Ne? Okay, cool. My friend is calling me. I need to connect this camera now. Okay. Let me bring the mic here. Right. So you see these things here. These are my child's toys. So right now I'm at let me adjust here. Right now I'm at f1.8. So my focus is here. I'm focusing on this thing. So even if maybe I need to, okay, let me bring the mic closer. I hope you guys can hear me. So my focus is here. And then if I move this back like this, it's slowly moving away from focusing. That's because my aperture is not, look, let me put it here. That's because my aperture is not focusing at the back here. But if I bring this closer to here and put it on the straight line, you see now everything that is on this line, let me move this away, everything that is on this line is in focus. Even this, if I put it like here, is going to be in focus. But if I move it back, it's no longer in focus because it's not on that line that I mentioned earlier for focusing. So how it works is everything that is within this line, the line can be as long as it can be. Everything that is within this line is going to be in focus, and everything that is in the back or in the front is not going to be in focus. And then now, if I increase my aperture, let me go to f7. So what you see what happens is when I increase the aperture, I'm losing light because I'm at f7 now, so I lost a lot of light. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna up my ISO because I don't want to use light, because I've put one light here. So if you see now, I'm at f7. So f7 literally means this is in focus as well, and this one is in focus. So when would you use f7? You'd use f7. Well, this is my watch. Let me move it a the picture and wear it. So how will you, normally when you're shooting a group of people, you'll use f7 because then if they're in the line, if they're in the line like this, maybe there's like 3 rows, everyone could be in focus. But the tip from me is whenever you're shooting a group, especially if it's 3 lines, don't focus on these 2 people in the front or the people at the back. Focus on the people that are in the middle. Now my hand is being focused on. Focus breathing. Focus breathing. That is called focus breathing. Photographers will come and say your son is doing focus breathing. Focus. Yes, so that's how aperture works. So the more you increase it, the more or the higher the number of your aperture, the more things get in focus. So if I go to f22, even these cables here, if even this will be, you see now it's not in focus because at f7 my focusing doesn't get there. But if I go f22, this picture will be very grainy because obviously I'm using the ISO. But now I'm at f22 and you can see that even that thing, that cupcake at the back is in focus because I've increased the range of my focusing. Right. But if I go back to now, you see, if the reason there's more light now is because I'm decreasing the number of my aperture. Now I'm going back to, most lenses end up at f2.8, and then I'll just bring back my ISO down just so that we can see. So you see, if I go to f2.8, that cupcake here, this one here, is no longer in focus. Ne? Let me go back to where I was, to this chair here. Yeah. So that's how, bring the mic. So that's how the aperture works. So literally, I was showing, where's this screen? Is it this one? Is it 2? So I was literally showing how this thing works. So at f22, we're able to see this one being in focus and this one being in focus. And then at f1.8, none of them are in focus, but only a line, not this one. Oops, what am I doing now? So there was only one line I'm trying to find. So at f1.8, it's only this line that was in focus. And then f7, it was like this range was in focus. Now, am I making sense? Maybe let me go on to Facebook and see if there's questions. Because I haven't checked on Facebook here. What if I'm not live? But this thing said I'm live. I'm trying to see how I can read the comments. All right, so the comments, okay, catering, okay, thanks Togozan, thanks, I see your comment. Oh, there's a lot, okay. Love the blue light at the back. Yeah, Vunolo, this light is very nice, eh? It's very nice. I'm loving it as well. Just makes, and I can control it with my phone to change the colors. And let's see. Arenias, you tell me that my volume was low all along. But it shows that, okay, after I talk so much, I should have read the comments earlier. Okay, hopefully that my volume is fine now. Nokwaka says Tata Strobist. Yes, I am a strobist. You saw my picture, ne? Yeah, I'm a strobist. Thanks, Tokozane. Uh, yeah, English is not for us, some of us, eh? Catering works for me when I'm doing, oh, centering. Yeah. So, so Elena or Edina, I'm not saying, so Edina is saying centering it works, ne? Yeah, that's why when I mentioned the rule of thirds and putting your subject on the side a bit, I mentioned that especially when you're shooting outdoor, because sometimes in studio, especially the guys that do portraits, most of them like to fill the frame, so they wouldn't center the subject that much. They will fill the frame. I'm trying to let me see if I've got the picture here. Uh, oh, lucky it is here. Um, Let me show you a picture whereby also I didn't care about rule of thirds because I wanted. Okay, there are rule of thirds do apply. You'll notice my horizon, and but my subject is in the center, but the picture still makes sense. Look at this picture. See this picture. My Butumelo is in the middle of the picture, and it's still a beautiful shot. It's not all the pictures. That's why I'm saying you need to understand the rules before you break them. So Edina was telling me that now she likes to put to put the people that she's shooting in the middle of the frame. Yeah, I think if I can get maybe another shot whereby she's in the center. Yeah, check this picture as well. This one here. You see also here I've put, because I wanted to take that attention. I wanted her to own the picture. But some of the pictures that we shot, like on this one, I wanted to show the environment. She's not in the center. So in this picture you see she's on the side, because I wanted you to see that there's those leading lines there. I wanted to these lines that you see in the picture, leading lines, they're leading you towards her, so that you see her. And then when you come back, when you start looking at the picture from this side, there are lines that leading you to her hand, and then obviously her hand will lead you to her face. And when you get to her face, she's looking at you smiling. So those are some of how you apply the rules. So we apply them in different ways. We don't apply the rules the same way. That's why we very have different and unique styles when we're taking pictures. That's about that. So I'm just checking. Did I answer your question, Edin? Okay. You love the upper. It's nice. Edina says she likes my upper shot demonstration. Nico is watching. I'm surprised Nico isn't commenting. Nico, I played that thing you did for me and my brother, man. Let me play it again. Where is it? Where is it now? I'm looking for in case maybe you joined later. Nico did something beautiful for me, and I want to play it again, just to brag to you guys that some of my friends like me. Check this out. I need to get a song that goes with this thing. Look at this. Huh? Da-da-dan, da-dan, da-da-da-dan. I wonder what song I can put in this thing. This is legendary. How cool is that? How cool is that? Nico, you're a legend, man. I'm loving this thing. I need to find a song. Okay. All right. Yeah, so literally, those are the basics of photography. I don't want this video to be too long. So I've just to recap. Let me go back to my slides. Just to recap, photography is not about an expensive camera or Photoshop. And the Photoshop thing, There's a guy that took someone's picture and edited it, re-edited it, and messed it up big time. You know, so it's I don't want to mention names, and the picture he edited was taken by a friend of mine. You know, so so people have got this thing that if you buy an expensive camera and you get Photoshop, you become, knowing Photoshop does not make you a photographer. It can make you an editor, but not a photographer, because there's people that are literally editors. They don't shoot. We take pictures, we send them those pictures to them, they edit. Those are the people that need Photoshop. So, but it enhances pictures, but it does not make you a good photographer. It does not make you. It does not make you. I don't know. It's like you can't sing. You buy an expensive mic and then you think that this mic will make you sing. It won't. It needs to be within you. So it's with same with cameras. Buying an expensive camera, thinking that you'll be able to take beautiful pictures. You're not going to take beautiful pictures until you understand how photography works. So I also started like that. I also thought if I buy an expensive Canon, maybe my pictures will look good. If I use Photoshop, maybe my pictures will look good. But they didn't. And then also we did touch about the fundamentals of lighting in terms of how important lighting is, whether when you light a subject and when you not light a subject. So we did cover lighting, we covered natural light as well, and we did cover composition and how to tell a story. I think that's my photography basic class. Né? So yeah, and then feel free to keep on commenting on this video, and yeah, if you guys like this video, maybe I'll expand in terms of what other stuff that maybe you want me to talk about. Maybe even do a live shoot. That would be nice. So yeah, I hope you're all enjoying the lockdown, and thank you so much for watching this video. Can I end with that thing, Yaganiko? Can I just end with this thing? I love this thing. Can someone suggest a song, or maybe someone just suggest a song that I can use for this video too? But anyway, thanks guys for watching, and take care. Da 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 da. I'm still here in the background. I'm waiting for this video to stop playing, and then yes, look how beautiful that is.